going to be a hitting clinic. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. But what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to narrow it down so that you guys can actually get some live swings. We're not going to do a lot of soft talk drills and things like that. We're going to just talk about a ball coming at you, stuff that will translate into your practices, live hitting sessions, and eventually your game. Okay? So if you guys have questions, make sure you ask. I'll be happy to explain something. A lot of times when we teach you something, we want to make sure that you know why. Okay? We're teaching it to you why a coach or myself is asking you to do something, okay? Because in the end, you guys are your own hitting coaches. Very first thing, you have to be able to see to hit, okay? Think back, you don't have to answer, but think back, when's the last time you went to the eye doctor, okay? If you haven't been to the eye doctor in a long time, it'd be a good idea for you to talk to your parents about going and getting an eye exam, okay? You can't see, you can't hit. A couple of eye drills that you guys can do to check and see how good are my eyes, because you're really trying to track a ball coming in at you, right? If you're ever driving with your parents and you're driving on a 2-lane road, okay, and you have a car pass you, see if you can read the license plate going by. If you're on a highway and you're going 55 miles an hour this way, and the other car is going 55 miles an hour this way, what's 55 plus 55? 110. Okay, that would be like hitting or seeing a 110-mile-an-hour fastball. Okay, if you're really good at it, you can on the freeway when you're going 65. That's 130 miles an hour. Okay, see if you can read license plates going the other way. If you have a difficulty with that, try reading signs that are going by on the road. Read as much of a sign as you can going by on the road. Because if you're on the highway 65 miles an hour, that sign is traveling past you at 65 miles an hour, okay, which is actually pretty comparable to what you guys hit. Excellent drill for eyes, okay? Moving on, you need to be athletic, okay? Very easy for coaches, whether I'm a high school coach or youth coaches, to have a successful team, successful season if we're dealing with athletes. What does it mean to be an athlete? It means that you can do a lot of different things and you can do them all well. You can play football, you can play basketball, you can wrestle, you can do whatever, and you're good at pretty much everything. That's an athlete, okay? So a lot of balance, okay? A lot of the balance, a lot of the strength, a lot of the speed, agility translates to different sports, okay? Play different sports. Be an athlete. It will help all of your sports to do that, okay? The other thing, let's see, translate. So athletically, if I'm a hitter, how does that translate to being a hitter? One of the best things that you can do to check and make sure you're in a good athletic stance is at any point during your swing, not as you're swinging, but during your swing, if I'm getting ready, okay, I want to jump. Just jump up as high as you can, okay? And when I land, I'm in a pretty good athletic stance. You will land balanced, okay? When you jump, you don't land on one foot, okay, unless you're playing Simon Says or something, right? So you want to be athletic. Now I can do that at different points too. I take my stride, I'm going to load my hands, I'm going to take a stride, and I can jump right here. Okay? And you're athletic. You can also do it after your swing. Load, stride, swing, okay? And try to jump and be athletic. Be athletic. That's a great balance check. Okay? Mechanically, real quick, you need to do two movements that you need to have definite separation. The first one is a load, okay, or negative movement, all right? A load, first of all, when you're holding the bat, the very first thing you guys should always do is make sure that the bat is in your fingers, okay? This part of your hand right there. And then you can wrap it around. Do not have the bat in this part of your hand, okay? It's strong, but it's slow, okay? You want to make sure that the bat is in your fingers. So bat the fingers there, and then bat the fingers there, wrap the fingers around. And what that's going to do, a couple things you can do to check that, is that's going to keep your wrist tucked in here, and it's going to bring your elbows close to your body. Okay, so you're in this position. Okay, you want to use your wrists. You have your hands turned out, your wrists are kind of straight, your elbows are going to go away from your body, and that's slow. Okay. Another check that you can do, and this is a term that they use at the college level, but it's called a pro wrist. And it's taking the heel of your hand and tucking it under. And you're tucking it under and you're getting your wrist in this position, this cocked position, so you can really snap the head of the barrel through, okay? Same thing you're doing if you were hammering. You get a hammer, you don't hammer like this, okay? You tuck your thumb under and you bang, and hammer, okay? So when you take the heel of your hand and you tuck it under, it's called a pro wrist. You can do that on the top and you can do that on the bottom. And you're just loading up your wrist, okay? So you can snap that barrel on the ball, okay? So your first movement is your load. Get your stance however you want to stand. We're not really going to get into that today. But you're going to take your load, and the load is a negative movement away from the ball first, okay? It's the very first movement you do, okay? So if the pitcher's on the mound, he takes a little rocker step, lifts and gets ready to deliver. As he's going through his motion, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load my hands up. If you watch the college kids, and I noticed this a little bit more last year because I had a coach that talked to me a little bit about it. If you notice the college kids, they don't take their hands straight back, okay? They actually kind of coil their upper body. If you ever get a chance to watch college kids on TV, a lot of times they'll show some early Pac-10 games and things like that. But what they'll do is they'll take their upper body right here and they'll coil their hands up right here, and that's their one or their load. Load, one, right there, okay? And what you're doing is the same thing as if you were in a fight. If you're standing to punch somebody, my hands are right here, and I want to hit somebody right in front of me, what's the first motion? Do I just throw it right there? What do? Pull it back, right? It's a load. That's a load. Same thing you're doing as hitting, okay? One, load, okay? After that movement, you're going to do a stride, okay? And stride is just setting your foot down, creating some balance, nice stability in your legs. And that's all you're doing, stride. It can be high knee and put it down. It can be a little step and put it down, but it's just a stride. So that's your second movement. So you go right here, 1, 2, and now we're ready to hit, okay? Some people have those closer together. Some people go right here, 1, 2. Some people go a little bit further. They'll go 1, 2, and then they'll hit. Different people do things differently. As long as you have some separation there, you're fine. And then the third thing is you got to spin on the ball. Hitting is a rotational movement, okay? You need to spin, whether you think in terms of driving your knee under, you think in terms of spinning on that back foot, or you think in terms of spinning on your hips or rotating your hips. But you spin on the ball. 1, 2, 3 is a spin on the ball, okay? Some of you guys that face, how many people have faced a pitcher and he just felt like he was throwing the ball hard? I can't hit these too fast. Whether you say that to your coach, okay, he's too fast. I can't hit him. One of the things that you can do is get some of your swing, parts of your swing. You got 3 parts of your swing, right? You got 1, 2, and then 3 is the hit. Get some parts of your swing out of the way earlier. If he's throwing really fast, load up a little earlier. 1, 2, okay, before he throws the ball, and that's okay. When we're hitting off these machines, you want to get 1 and 2 out of the way, and now I'm ready to hit. 1, 2, ball comes out of the machine, you can hit it, okay? That's a good little tip to help yourself hit off of a faster pitcher.